Guys, we're talking Season 3, Episode 3 of Lucha Underground Ultimate Opportunities, and guess what? This episode is brought to you by Bagel Bites, so stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, the remix.
It's the remix.
See, now this is how you switch it up. This is how you switch it up, Max Danica. Yes. There we go. Let's get a party going, y'all. Guys, if you're not watching the video version of the Lucha Underground after show, you're missing out. You're doing yourself a disservice. You want to see all of us here, right here at the Lucha Underground after show on AFTERBUZZ TV, talking Episode 3, Season 3, Ultimate Opportunities. I am always Ty Matthews. I am at Ty Matthews PMA on Twitter, on Instagram, on all sorts of social media. Joining me as always, my lovely and talented co-hosts, my favorite co-hosts. Firstly, you can find her on Snarled. You can find her on Ask Us We're Drunk. She's the president of the Titus O'Neill fan club. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rachel Evans.
So thank you for that. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel Sam Evans. Rachel Sam Vans, depends on how your brain works. I'm gonna stop saying that one day.
One day.
As soon as my brain stops doing it. Have
you noticed that Mark Bidonica changes your name in the graphic to be Rachel Sam Vans? Like capital V?
No, you cheeky monkey.
Yeah, I'm a garbage person.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty good. And
like
of course,
cheeky monkey.
Of course, to her left, he's part of the OG squad.
Yeah.
He's a wrestling fan. He's a cameraman. He's a historian. He's a documentarian. He's got a fantastic little feature in front of him that you can find online. You can find him online at Jimbo in the Booth. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Franck.
Hi, sir. Good
Hello.
to see you.
Good seeing you.
Oh, man.
Fantastic.
It's going to be a crazy Thursday. I can already feel it.
Why?
It was quite the episode.
Absolutely.
Such a weird
Before we
episode.
went on, Ty just like busted up laughing and then literally just like mime face, just like pulled down and pulled straight face
It was
on.
incredible.
It was amazing.
It was incredible.
I was
gotta
really
get ready.
impressed.
Gotta-
The method.
Gotta get ready for the cams, guys.
Your fans, they're waiting.
We can't be farting around here on the Lucha Underground after show, guys. It's a serious show.
Says you, we can't be farting.
Serious show.
No farting on this set.
Oh, man. But what an episode tonight, guys.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It wasn't as like, I don't know.
See, okay, now, I see where you're going with this.
Because I agree.
We didn't get nearly as many of the, like, giant kind of overarching, there's no time travel, there's no murder, there was no, like, lords wearing weird Dr. Claw medieval gauntlets.
Classic second episode exposition. That is classic storytelling.
Okay.
It's
third episode.
Right.
But your point stands.
It's the same point.
Sure.
I don't know what time is. I was discussing this earlier. Time is a flat circle.
I mean, Matthew McConaughey said it best.
Nothing is real.
If that applies to anything, it's Lucha Underground.
For sure.
We've got pro wrestlers in
door.
full-on modern pro wrestling gear that have traveled here from millennia ago.
Yeah.
So they had pretty dope gear makers back then.
I didn't even think of that.
That is really insane, actually. I didn't think about that either.
Kiros was making shit way back
That's an
thousands of years ago.
intense stitch
Right.
Holy cow.
to do all by hand.
It's a 3-needle bind-off for those
Didn't
of you
people
out there.
used to, never mind.
Go on.
I was going to say, didn't people used to operate with their toes a while ago? Like if they were, thank you.
Now hang on. Now let's break this down.
Okay.
What exactly do you mean?
You know, I was thinking about people sewing pants with their toes. That's all I was thinking about, and I decided to share it with the class, and I regret it.
All right.
Okay.
Is that a thing that's happened?
Nope. I got a weird head.
This is my favorite
So
show.
toes,
This is
same
my
Vans.
favorite show in the
Gotta
world.
love it. But I thought
weird mind.
like to compare it, not that I'm a huge baseball fan or a sports fan, like
Sure.
if every episode is usually a home run, this is like bases loaded.
Okay. Sure.
You know, it's not there yet.
I
kind
didn't
of
find
thing.
myself as gripped as I have in the past.
Right.
And I also didn't find myself having as many like, oh, what was that moments.
Right.
There
And
were
it's-
several
like, in
moments
the
where I
ring.
like either died laughing or I was like, oh, that was really
Oh,
cool.
sure.
It was definitely a sillier episode.
It was silly. That's a good
Yeah.
word for it.
Oh,
That's a very
man.
good word for it.
Yeah.
You have to.
There's another S word.
When you set the bar that high, you gotta very spoopy, very spooky stuff. When you set the bar that high, you do kind of have to temper it a little bit. When you have a WMD match, you gotta kind of follow it up with like blatant product placement. Yeah. So like it's fine. It's fine.
I can't wait to talk about that.
So we start out with Rey Mysterio Jr., Dragon Azteca Jr., both juniors, training it up.
2 Junes.
Just a couple of Junes, just a pair of Junes.
In the ring.
They're working on their magistral cradles, which I love. One of my favorite roll-ups.
And I love how Chavo comes in and starts to count.
right. I'm like, oh, all right.
He's just helping.
He's a helpful boy.
Yeah.
He's very
helpful boy.
He's a sweet boy. The sweetest of boys.
I knew that about him.
But Dragon Azteca Jr. wants his vengeance against Pentagon Dark for breaking his arm, for trying to break Rey Mysterio Jr.'s arm.
Such a hothead.
I mean, he's got to cool it.
He's got to cool it. He's got to walk before he runs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to Chavo before he darks.
Sure.
He's got to watch West Side Story and know you got to play it cool.
Exactly.
Real cool. But yeah, so Rey Mysterio Jr. he kind of calms Dragon Azteca Jr. down. Says, you know what, you gotta wait. He basically tells him you gotta take a chill pill. You can't.
He doesn't even say you have to wait. He says he has so many enemies. Like, don't worry about him.
Just let them take care of him.
Yeah, which seemed kind of like a obnoxious.
Sure.
Like, it's okay, honey.
Right,
like,
and it's like, yeah, that's easy for you to say. You didn't get your arm broken.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I helped you. I saved you. Give me this at least. But no.
But Rey
no.
Mysterio Jr. he calms Chavo down. Chavo says, "You must not have taught him about La Familia Guerrero." Mm-hmm. So he's got a little bit of a lesson in front of him, in store for him. Yeah. Did anything else happen?
He didn't teach him about Landstorm either, because he walked right into that single leg crab.
that maple leaf. Oh boy. That was absolutely gorgeous.
So good.
Between the magistral cradle, the roll through maple leaf.
Oh, so good.
Really good chain wrestling in this weird backstage fight segment. But of course, we have to talk about Dario's Dial of Doom.
He had such a list of great stuff to talk about. This week.
Critically acclaimed. Critically acclaimed. Dial of Doom.
It's so good. And I love that, like, it's so deliberately spooky. Like, the design of it is just like, and then, like, dripping blood letters.
Yeah.
It's just like...
It's like the Comic Sans of horror. That makes a lot of sense.
And you nailed it.
Thank you.
You nailed it.
They should have had, like, spikes.
Exactly.
For the wheel.
It does have to be. I feel like I would love to see it just week after week get like
just
more and more
creepier.
garish.
Yeah.
Just like until
by the end someone's head's on it.
Right? It's just like on fire. But he says
Masquerita Scarra is like tied to it.
we're just getting into like Thunderdome territory. Yes. Yes.
That gets me every time.
It's the best. Shao Kahn, my favorite. But Dario, I love that Dario just laughs at everyone for even believing that Son of Havoc could have beaten Matanza.
Yeah, that was great. He's like, none of you guys really thought that would happen.
He's laid up at his mom's house for the last 2 weeks. We'll get to that, believe it or not, later. And then
Vampiro was really sweet about it. He's like, yeah, we did. Right. But that was it.
We
and then
totally
we moved on.
did.
Yeah.
Him and Stryker both. Right.
Yeah. It's not true. You're wrong and stupid.
So, of course, we've got to spin the wheel. We've got to make the deal. We've got to find out Matanza's next opponent. And, of course, it's the return of the Mack.
Man.
I knew Rich would be excited.
Somebody in the chat said that he was jobbing for Matanza. Check
Nobody jobs.
yourself before you come to this after show. Calling Willie Mack a jobber. You check yourself, sir.
Truer things have never been said.
But it's no one really at this point in time, nobody really is jobbing for Matanza. In fact, Matanza is actually selling a surprising amount for everyone.
Yeah.
We got a hell of a lot of offense from Willie Mack in the beginning of this match.
You hit him with a stunner on the outside.
Absolutely.
That was so
I love Strikers, like, everyone calls that a Stone Cold Stunner. Shout out to Mikey Whipwreck.
You mean the seated 3/4 face lock jawbreaker? Yes. Innovated by Mikey Whipwreck?
Oh, good old Mikey Whipwreck.
I was thinking he was going with a Johnny Ace call out at that point.
Funny.
But the Whippersnapper, of course, and that might have been the first like sit out version.
Yeah.
Because the Ace Crusher was always kind of the cutter version.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the second time around, when he goes for that stunner, a gorgeous Everest German suplex.
I wrote something down about that. The angle on that German suplex and hit. Oh, it was beautiful. It's like it was watching it in slow motion, and it was like that moment where Jack was falling into the ocean in the Titanic.
Never let go.
Sure.
Spoilers. That's what it reminded me of, because he was just like reaching. It was beautiful.
All of the deadlift suplexes that Matanza hits, he hits that, and he hits a deadlift pump handle suplex later on.
Oh yeah,
that's just absolutely unreal.
Gives me life.
What else? What else did you guys like about this match?
Willie Mack's shoulder. He did a little shoulder bump.
Oh, the pound. It was almost. It was like a half a pound. It was like a half a pound.
Was it? Because it just looked like he just bumped him with his shoulder, and Matanza flew into the corner.
The way he lifted off the ground.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That was like, was Matanza the one who did the double standing moonsault that I was so impressed by? Yes, the answer is yes.
He does the moonsault and then
the shooting star?
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Absolutely.
I'm learning this more each week, and I've watched this since the beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
He just defies gravity. He's so big. How is it possible?
Well, and one of the things that I was going to touch on that point is that you look at guys like Matanza, and you look at guys like the Mack, and you look at, as we'll see later on, guys like Texano and Cage, and it's Lucha Underground's wheelhouse is like this perfect hybrid of power and strength, but also agility and like high flying offense. It's almost like you're an exception to the rule if you're a big guy that can't do a moonsault. Like, that seems to be, like, the reg.
Like, it's the new par.
Right, exactly.
Like, you have Matanza, Willie Mack, and, like, Brian Cage all, like, synchronized swimmers, basically.
Right, exactly.
Incredible.
Right. But yeah, the pounce, Willie, oh man, this is a sound clip that we need to pull for the soundboard over the course of the season. But when Willie just shouts, "That all you got, bitch!"
Oh, baby.
He slaps him. He slaps Matanza and is like, "That all you got, bitch!" and then takes a boot to the face.
Earlier on, he chops him or backhands him in either the throat or the face.
It was very Human Tornado-esque.
It was. It absolutely was.
I love Willie hits like a nasty Saito.
Yes.
Oh man, that was good. And then Matanza does some move, and then Dario's like, break his neck. Break his neck.
Next time, vertical.
Break his neck.
Oh, that was such a good line.
Okay. My favorite part is that when he said the vertical line, he didn't say break his neck like I was anticipating, like because he said it before. He said, do a vertical for the neck. I love you, Dario.
He's got to really break it down.
Return of the neck.
We're getting so many good one-liners from Dario, and we're only 3 episodes in.
Oh, so good.
I don't know if we're gonna top oink oink oink, but we may get there.
Mack,
no,
baby,
you
baby.
need to count faster is my favorite.
Mack, baby, Mack.
No.
You need to
count faster is my favorite moment of television of all time.
Just the delivery of that is pretty incredible.
I've just never seen anybody drop character faster.
That's just Luis Fernandez-Gil telling Rick Knox.
You need to count faster.
You need to count faster. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I love
You're
them.
counting slow. So at one point, Willie Mack goes for a big frog splash, eats nothing but knees, gets hit with the Wrath of the Gods. Matanza retains.
It looked like he did like an extra turn on it too when he hit the Wrath
of the Gods.
Yeah, I was
well,
like, oh man.
With someone as big as Willie, like
he's just going for it.
It changes the dynamic and the physics of that move.
Yeah.
It's physics.
Oh,
Sure,
well.
I don't know about that. Physics.
Well, you know. It's all that science stuff.
You only believe in science.
Now let's talk Son of Havoc.
Holy cow.
He's at home. He's nursing his injuries. He's on the couch with Masquerade
a famous bee commercial.
Watching like an old famous bee commercial.
And he's like, God, I hate this guy. Don't you hate this guy?
I forgot all about like she was toe up from the floor.
Oh man.
I forgot
Beautiful
all
Brenda.
about that. That was
Brenda
so
killing
good.
it every time.
We're going to get her back in the studio by the end of the season.
amazing.
I'm obsessed with her.
Because she's phenomenal.
She's
good.
a comic genius.
She's absolutely
She's at Second City right
like
now.
on
doing a
another
comedy
level
show.
of
George
brilliance.
Carlin, Richard Pryor, beautiful Brenda.
At 100%. 100%.
Same breath.
Exactly. Kaufman, Meowie.
Yeah.
Like, you're right there.
That
That would have
the
been
most
such
accurate.
a great intergender match.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Andy Kaufman
Andy
versus
Kaufman
beautiful
versus-
Brenda.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Dream man.
So they're watching this old famous bee commercial. We're introduced to Mrs. Havoc or Linda.
Mama Havoc.
Yeah, that's her mom's
That's
name.
her mother.
Yeah.
she prefers Linda.
Who
But
doesn't?
Was she a famous actress?
I don't
I was
think
trying
so.
to piece
She
like.
looks familiar.
Yeah, she did look familiar.
Like a
I
dead
couldn't figure out what I knew her from.
Sorry, it's from
But-
Rent.
All right.
I was with you there, Rachel. That was amazing.
I'm so sorry. Nobody cares.
But we get one of my absolute favorite moments of the season where, like, blatant product placement is my heart. And
Wayne's
like,
World style.
oh, exactly.
Because
Like,
there's no other way to do it.
well, one of my favorite things about like 30 Rock or Community was like, if you're going to have to do product placement, why not like hang a lampshade on it, and why not just make it this ridiculous goof? And so of course it's like cameras zoom in on Bagel Bites.
Now you can give them pizza whenever they want.
Oh my God, Mark, you're the man.
When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
It only would have been better if like she would have like pulled one out from behind the box
Right.
and ate it.
Exactly.
Like a
But it's so good. It's like, it's such a weird intersection of Son of Havoc story and Masquerita Sagrada story and Famous Beast story and Bagel Bites
Bagel
story.
Bites. Yeah.
Oh my
Like-
God, Alexis P just said she should have worn a mask like her son. I would have loved
yes,
that.
yes.
Like little granny hair and a dress with a mask on. And she
Absolutely.
has the
Like a
voice
fake
modulation
beard.
too. She's like, "Do you guys want some bagel bites?"
Return of the mask.
Oh wow.
God damn it, Mark. Just a whole family. I mean, we saw from the trailer, we saw from the season 3
there's gonna
trailer,
be-
there is another of
Brother
Havoc.
There's a
of
brother
Havoc.
of Havoc.
There is, yeah, another of Havoc family member
Yeah.
with the mask.
Yeah,
With like the Alda Montoya-esque mask.
yeah.
That's great.
Oh man.
Bigger guy.
Much bigger. I'm so excited for that person to debut.
For
because
those of
he's-
you who've never been to the temple, like especially like in the VIP area, one of the foods that they give you to eat is bagel bites, which is like so great that like they were like, oh yeah.
I
That
never
is like classic bat mitzvah reception.
Is it?
The temple is basically a bat mitzvah.
That makes sense. That's fair.
A lot of chairs
the
involved.
temple is a temple.
The temple is a temple.
Oh god.
I gotta call my mom, guys.
Mind blown.
I'm learning things about
Man, I
myself.
totally would have learned how to speak Hebrew if I could have went to that.
Hello, Daddy.
Boy. Oh man. But yeah, so that was the first time that I really realized the involvement of Bagel Bites was last week. Like at the very end in the credits, promotional consideration by Bagel Bites.
Oh,
Like,
man.
oh, all right then.
Got it.
Cool.
What a funny, apt sponsor.
It's very-
to
yeah.
know. Like, I should definitely be sponsoring Lucha Underground.
Are you watching Lucha Underground?
Oh, man.
You probably
You
like
probably
Bagel
like.
Bites.
You probably have a lot of bagel bites already.
Imagine a commercial with like Bale about to get eaten by Matanza, and you just see like Matanza's vision is like Bale's
Just
head
a
is
bagel bite. Oh, somebody, Dario, we have an idea.
You did it again. Here's big bags of money.
What is going on?
So, what's going on? So, let's talk. Speaking of El Jefe, let's talk Dario.
Right.
He's back in his office. He's with Worldwide Underground.
Yeah.
Johnny Mundo demands that he spin the wheel again. Like, I love that he doesn't just demand a title shot. He demands, like, no, it's gonna be fair. Like, I want it to be the draw of the wheel.
But I need it to be me.
You just need to spin it again and again until it's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Dario says that's a no-go. He says, you know what, you've got a match for the trios titles tonight. Johnny Mundo balks
No.
at that. Says,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Mundo goes, is this any way to treat your star performer? And Dario's reaction to this was my favorite Dario reaction I've seen in a minute.
Really?
Because it was so micro and it looked so real, and it was just him like in his head going, "Oh, honey," like it was. He looked back and he went, "Oh,
Well,
that's sweet of you to think
so
that."
Johnny Mundo at that retires to Slam Town to go and train some more on that weird little wooden tree thing
His
of
little
his.
Jackie Chan.
I love that, yeah.
boxing.
But Taya, of course, being,
He walks in. By the way, he's doing cocaine.
Simulated, suggestive
Cocaine.
sniffles.
cocaine.
Cocaine. Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, no, it was great.
A little nose candy.
It was so great because
It's fine.
I've always wondered, how does he do it all?
Oh, 100%. Like
Cocaine.
If there's two things he loves, it's violence and that sweet nose candy.
And yachts.
And yachts.
Yeah.
Right.
3 things.
Right.
We got Dario taking bumps of a different kind.
Hey! Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, what a good pun.
Oh man.
So Taya, being the opportunist that she is,
He'd probably have something like from Cruel Intentions.
Opportunist sounds
the
bad.
little
Like the
necklace,
cross.
the little cross necklace.
A little like rosary.
Absolutely.
I love that. That made cocaine look so sexy.
It did.
It really did. Okay, Sarah.
That movie made a lot of weird things look sexy.
Yeah, seriously.
You just called Taya an opportunist,
Sure.
which I resent.
She is. She is.
She is
She
a
literally,
smart businesswoman.
she literally stepped up and said, "Hey, looks like there's a spot open in that trios match."
I know, but opportunist sounds bad.
I
She is
think it sounds good.
capitalizing on a good business opportunity.
Oh no! Rachel, no! Rachel just disappears. Headphones clatter.
And that was the last time we ever saw Rachel.
She got really into the 60s. No one ever saw her again. But being an opportunist, I feel like it makes you sound shrewd. But nonetheless, she gets plugged into this trios title match. We get a lot of words about Dario penciling things in tonight. Like, I don't think we had ever really gotten this much about this like
pencil.
The pencil.
The
this
difference
literal
between
book.
a pencil and a pen.
I mean,
I popped for the pen.
it's the Bible rule. If you mention something 3 times, that means that it is of high significance, and obviously that ended up being the case. No spoilers. I'm gonna wait, but
Oh my god.
I love education. It's so dope.
I love how when Dario was like naming off all the people in Worldwide Underground, and he called the werewolf, and she's like,
Shit.
Like, Dario,
It's a darewolf.
do you even watch the product?
and he's just like, it's a darewolf.
I don't know what that is.
Dario strikes me as like, if he doesn't know what it is, it doesn't exist.
That was great.
So
Kind of Vince McMahon rule too.
that's
Yeah,
true. That is
yeah.
true. But I feel like that's in a much more meta way. That's how it really is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
So let's talk Texano taking on Cage, Blue Collar Brawler
Machine.
versus the Machine. What did you guys think?
Not feeling Texano's gear.
No.
Not feeling
No.
Tejono ever.
Texano.
Tejono.
All right, sure.
Tejono. Sorry.
No, I'm here. I got you, Rachel.
They did,
Don't you dare, Mark Donegan.
they did a lot
Thank
of
you.
cool like hold for hold stuff, and like they
They
were
did.
really like evenly matched for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, okay, like this is all right,
Right.
You know, like, but Cage once like Cage started hitting all his gnarly combos,
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh
okay,
my
this is
God.
getting better. Business is
I
about to
got a
pick up.
combo. Right.
I've struggled with Texano up to date, like
Sure.
trying to not because I think he's bad. I just try to feel something and I never do. And I'm from Texas, like make me feel
a good
something.
point. That's a good point.
And I don't. But this is the first time that it was like a very competitive match. I only saw one like kind of botched move. I'm not sure if you guys noticed it. What was it?
What's that?
It was like he tried to do a spin through, but he just kind of fell to the ground.
Okay.
It's
Was
fine.
that on the lariat? On the discus lariat?
Why was that
Girl,
the finish?
I don't know.
That was, yeah.
Dude,
But no, he got me over on him more this match than ever before. 'Cause-
Texano did?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was super competitive and I really appreciated it. But once, yeah, like you said, that spine buster to rollover,
yeah, the spine buster right into the
sure.
pin.
Sure.
Cage is a machine. I'm not sure if you've heard it before.
They might have mentioned it once or twice.
He's not a man, he's a machine.
He's a machine.
Yeah.
Metal
That was
and
insane.
oil and circuits and stuff.
But while we're on this train, if we're talking about sponsors, we might as well just get combos in on this.
Oh, boy!
Did anyone even eat those still?
You're so smart.
Mark Donegan
I don't-
is a marketing genius.
I'd always see those
It's in
at
my name.
stores, but I'd never buy them.
I legit have no idea what they
kidding.
are.
They're like
I'll go get some from
candy
7-Eleven.
with,
I'll be right back.
Cheese
Okay,
inside of
bye.
it.
We'll
Yeah.
be here.
We'll be holding down the fort.
Cheese and celery?
I just cheese inside of it. It's like
Did he say celery at all? Okay, cool.
I just like
Gross as
somebody
combos.
years ago before Brian Cage was ever in
Uh-huh.
Lucha Underground, and he was using like his spinning neck breaker as a finish.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'd talk to other wrestlers, and like one would be like, I don't understand why a guy who's so jacked and can do so many cool power moves does a shitty freaking neck breaker as a finish.
Right.
So like to see them like go do all this cool shit and know all the cool shit that they can do, and then he hit like a discus clothesline and it was the pin. I was like, wait a minute. What just happened?
I know it did end really abruptly.
Well, no,
for me.
I bought that a little bit just because he had been so much of a story had been told about him working the neck up until that point, and I thought an interesting
For the neck.
For the neck. He was going straight for the neck.
Vertical for the neck.
Not quite vertical, but for the neck.
Yeah.
There was a little moment in there, and like I don't think this was intentional, but when Brian Cage goes for that somersault dive over the top rope, he lands on Texano almost the same way that Edge landed on, I think it was Miguel Perez from the Boricuas. Do you remember that?
No.
So when Edge very first debuted, like I think it was his very first match, he did that exact dive, and his leg landed straight on the top of the guy's head and broke his neck.
No
Ow.
way.
Yeah.
Is that why Los Boricuas got...
I mean, that was one of many reasons. If we're being honest, it was one of many reasons.
It wasn't the dude's back hair?
It might have been the back hair guy. Might have been, but it was one of Los Boricuas.
What year are we in?
That was 98. That was 98.
Great.
Yep, solid Attitude Era.
It's a good year.
Yeah,
That's when they had like...
Spice Girls.
Yeah.
sure,
It's a good year.
sure.
WWF was making like racial gangs without making racial gangs.
sure.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Everyone.
White biker
Oh,
guys.
do you
they had
mean the
Nation
good
of
old days?
Domination.
Yeah, there was
then
there was the
were
white
Los
bikers.
When
There was
the
Nation.
WWE was
DOA.
just a prison yard, you mean?
It was right. In fact, like
F.
people forget when Montreal happened, that pay-per-view was called Gang Rules, and it was all based around those racial groups warring with each other.
Man.
And like Brett and Sean wasn't even really the focal point.
Crazy
Man.
to think about that.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we're out of there.
Right.
Yikers.
Yikers indeed.
Yikes.
But before this match, we got a little message from Dario saying that this was for not just a unique opportunity, but an ultimate opportunity.
Dun, 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 dun,
But
dun, dun.
Are they too opportunists?
But no, because Cage wins, and then he realizes, oh, you have to win 2 more times because this is now a best of 5 series.
And I didn't know if that meant like now. Like you're about
Right.
to have another
I
match
know,
right
You
now.
have to beat him 2 more times right this
now.
second.
Yeah, like
Go.
I was like, what's going on right now?
Go for the neck.
Because then I totally thought Texano was just gonna nail him and get a quick pin.
Right.
And then they would go into the third match.
Right.
But yeah, I was just like, wait, are they gonna wrestle again?
Nope,
Or is
yep.
it-
Best of 5 series.
the next 5 weeks then?
Cool.
Or...
Yeah, could be. Yeah. Ben, I mean, probably. Right.
Good. I'm just going to see this as more opportunity to get to know somebody that I don't know so well.
Exactly. They're doing it
That's
just for
beautiful.
you.
Yeah.
They're doing it just for you, Rachel.
I know. We talked about it before he decided that, and I said, you know what? I think it's a good idea.
You got it.
A-okay, Dario. Go ahead.
Thanks, Dad.
Am I Dario's dad?
I don't know.
That's awesome.
Sure.
No.
Headcanon,
I'm not
guys.
allowed to...
We're building our own mythology here.
Okay.
Back to Dario's office.
So back to Dario's office. My favorite place to be.
So good.
in
The only
temple.
place to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, if we were playing a Lucha Underground video game,
That's my happy
that
place.
would be the one place to just keep going back to. I feel like if you were playing that in a game, like there would always be little things
Something you
to,
didn't
to
notice
find.
before.
Exactly, yeah. But he's in his office now. Is this is when he's getting his mail, right?
Yeah.
This is when he's
time.
Mail time.
Mail time.
Yeah.
Are we gonna finish it or?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Go on.
When
Here's the
you...
mail, it never fails. It
Makes
makes me
me
want to
wanna
wag
wag
my
my
tail.
tail.
When it comes, I want to wail. All right.
Oh boy.
Blue's Clues.
We're back.
He's kind of hot now. I don't know if you've seen recent pictures.
I was just reading an article
Oh,
about
so
it.
he
Yeah.
never died of a heroin
not-
overdose?
No.
Nope, he's kind of looking good.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He makes a lot of jokes about that,
Does he?
about how
Oh,
he has not actually died.
He's not actually died from
Yeah.
a heroin
He
overdose.
seems like pretty solid.
Yeah.
Seems like a solid dude.
Yeah.
They
Think he made an album?
They should make a reality show with like him and like the kid from what was it like? Mikey Likes It, where they're like, oh, that kid died. He mixed Pop Rocks and soda.
Right.
Like everyone who's like, oh, they were dead. They're not dead.
You're
They're
right.
on a reality show.
Some of them are.
yeah.
Jonathan Brandis, R.I.P.
Is that
but
the dude from Sidekicks or no?
yes, and Ladybugs and Never Ending
Such a
Story.
good dude.
Man,
Such a class.
Y'all remember Bug Juice?
yes, yeah,
It was a
yeah,
good
yeah.
show.
It was good.
Unrelated, just it was a good show.
Let's talk about our favorite
I love-
childhood TV shows, guys.
I love
Hit us up
Dario-
on Twitter.
Dario gets the mail. He starts shaking the box. Like, what's in here?
I know, I
And he
love
opens
it.
and it's a Famous Bee hat.
Love
It's
it.
so great.
Absolutely
I know.
love it.
It's like a trucker hat too.
I love how kind of ubiquitous Famous B is in the temple when he's not there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone's always has him on TV, or they're getting things from him. Like he's kind of the one constant of the temple.
He's like cigarette smoke. It just stays in your clothes. It never goes away.
Exactly. I like that a lot.
Truth.org.
So he gets the hat. He gets a whole bunch of unsettling photos.
Yeah, the only one that I
Real
think that we
spoopy.
saw, too spoopy. I think the only one that we saw that we could make out was dirty dolls.
Okay, so
Not
I
like
think there
dirty,
were-
like sexy dirty. Dirty, like fit, like dirty, like dirt on them.
I think there were
Filthy.
like at least 3 pictures that he like pulls through.
The only one I
Two-
could make out was a
2
doll.
were definitely like creeped out, like old dolls that looked like they'd been through the ringer and now they look dead.
Sure.
And one looked like a creepy house because
Oh, really?
when
My
Ricky
eyes are
Mandel
bad.
comes in and he's like, "Oh, that's a cool place. Like you go there? Like these are awesome pictures."
Now that you mentioned that, let's talk about Ricky Mandel.
Okay, really quickly, talk about Ricky Mandel. I actually have something about the pictures of the dolls.
What?
Do you?
I do.
Please go on.
There is Isla de las Muñecas in just south of Mexico City, between the canals
the
of
island-
Xochimilco.
The island of the dolls.
You guys just
Exactly.
pointed at each other.
And the folks in chat mentioned this, and Krista Joseph mentioned, like, do you guys get what the pictures were
Oh,
about?
man.
Yeah. So the legend is that there was a girl that was found drowned in a mysterious circumstances many years ago
I
on the
crumble.
island, and that the dolls are possessed by her spirit.
Nope.
Well, like this guy.
This is legit.
It's
It's,
one.
it's a legit thing, yeah.
It's one guy. He went to this island, right?
And he
correct me if I'm getting this wrong, but like to honor her memory and her spirit, he started like hanging these dolls from the trees.
Because he would find them.
Yeah.
They would like wash up on shore, and then now you go through the forest, and there's just like mad.
There's dolls hanging everywhere.
Don Julian Santana Barrera.
So
I hate it.
my question is,
I hate that.
Doesn't it sound like a vacation
is it
destination?
gonna be
I hate this.
a female wrestler
Uh-huh.
or a male wrestler that has like sent these to him?
Look at that,
Dude, there's some really like gnarly. Creepy
Don't do that.
ones.
Can
Hey,
our
guys,
can our viewers
don't
see
do
this,
that.
Mark Donica?
Oh yeah, he's getting.
Well, in
there.
a minute.
Okay.
He's getting there.
Hey, viewers, don't do that.
No, watch it, guys.
No.
Ta-da! Sweet dreams, guys.
As an action figure collector, like this thing creeps the hell out of me.
As a human person,
They
it should
took
creep the
them
hell
out of
you.
their
Yeah, as
boxes.
a human living person, there's a head just on it.
So now let's go from this insane stuff to one of my favorite people on the planet, Ricky Mandel. Like the
We
way
haven't seen him since season 1, right?
it's been a long time. I think he was one of the first people to get his arm broken
Yeah.
by Pentagon, right?
He is such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's such a sweet boy. He's basically like, hey, mister, what do you got there?
He's like the Dennis the Menace kind of.
That's
Like,
exactly
He
right.
is. He is.
Hey, Mr. Dario.
He's the Dennis the Dario's Mr.
Can I
Wilson.
help you?
I love it.
Hey, those are cool pictures.
Hey, Mr. Cueto.
Those sure are cool pictures. Mind if I look at them?
Oh, gee, that really would be
Oh,
swell.
thanks, Mr. Cueto. That's real nice of you. Mom, look what Mr. Cueto gave me.
Now in my head, I just want this to go to a place where Ricky Mandel like time traveled here from the 50s.
Yeah.
And he's just really like earnest and like he's from Riverdale.
Like
he's straight
oh,
from
yeah,
Riverdale.
it's
And somebody just like yoked all of his shirts. Like somebody just tore the sleeves off of all of his
Right.
shirts and was like, "You're a wrestler now."
Well, part of the time travel process is that he got stupid jacked. Like that
That's
was
what happens
yeah.
in the time travel.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
And like more headcanon, guys.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Sure, you
I
got
get
it. You got it.
Of course I do. Of course I do. It makes no sense. Of course I get it.
So, Ricky's.
But we did not mention the fact that Dario threw away the photos
And then they get back on
and
the
then
desk.
they come back on the desk mysteriously.
like straight up like puppet master stuff.
Like how ghosts do things
you know,
like that.
How spooky like specters.
If they start introducing real ghosts into this, I'm out.
I mean, like
Go.
Katrina is ostensibly a ghost.
Yeah, but she's like a pretty hot ghost.
Yeah.
She's a super hot ghost.
I can deal with that.
Sure.
I would definitely watch Ghost with her as the ghost.
The ghost as Patrick Swayze.
And make the
She's
vase and shit.
behind.
Oh man, imagine that.
I love that.
But so the whole point of Ricky Mandel being in his office is asking him like, "Hey, when can I get another match?" Which he forgets about Immediately.
Cool thing.
As soon as
Straight ADD.
He gets a toy.
as soon as Dario gives him something shiny,
something shiny.
completely forgets about his whole purpose of being there.
I also love him telling Chavo it's not a
It's not a good time. I don't know if you know, Dario's kind of busy. He's got these super dope photos.
But I already got them, so
I
you
got
should
him,
leave.
so I mean, hands off, guy.
There's nothing here for you.
It would have been great if he would have did like the Michael Keaton in Multiplicity, where he's like, I got a wallet, I'm gonna drive a car. You're like, look at these pictures.
The pizza in the wallet.
He's like, hey,
Legitimately
Chavo,
one of my
check out this
favorite
picture.
films. Oh my god, so good. So Chavo follows in after Ricky Mandel. What was
He's like, shut the door.
Of course. What are you gonna? What were you born in a barn?
Yeah.
What are you gonna leave Dario's door open?
Yeah.
You dingus?
You got business to talk. Mm-hmm. That's some closed door business.
Exactly.
I get it.
So now remind me of Chavo's goal here. What he was after.
I don't think.
We didn't see it.
Yeah.
Did we not?
I think
We
it cut
closed the
right
door,
there,
and then it
and
cut.
Then it
Got
comes
it.
back.
Got it. All right.
I don't know if we
We're
ever
up
find out
speed.
Chavo's thing, because when it cuts back at the end, Ray's in the office.
Yeah, that's when we find out what he wanted.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they
Alright.
show, don't tell. That's good storytelling.
Good thinking, Abe Lincoln. So, what else is
Honestly.
there? What else is there? There's the trios match.
Oh,
Trios
man.
titles
Oh, right.
on the line. Our main event of the night: Phoenix, Aerostar, and Drago defending against Worldwide Underground, Taya, PJ Black, and Jack Evans. Jack Evans, salty and surly as
Dude,
ever.
Just
Not
them
having
coming
it.
out to the ring and Taya like beautiful walking out, and then them like fighting over who gets this center.
I love it.
And like Jack's like, no, I can lift my leg over my head. Like, check it out. It was like look what I can do.
Yeah.
He is ostensibly the steward.
Taya's like, start, come on. And then like PJ's like this, and then he puts up both horns, and he's just like,
Exactly.
just like that.
So, what do you guys think of this match?
It was cool.
It was fine.
It was a match.
It
was a match.
The point wasn't the match,
Right.
really.
The
Right,
point
right,
was
right.
Jack Evans is being
It's-
whiny and doesn't
That
want to wrestle. and
was
just
phenomenal.
The
tagging in
takeaway
and
is
tagging
what
out.
is happening to Jack Evans.
Right. Did we think, now in my head, the first time that I saw this, I thought it was literally just the absence of Johnny Mundo. Like, it really wasn't anything else other than just like, my big brother isn't here, and I'm sad about
So
it.
I want.
And I'm stuck
Oh,
with
Johnny
his
Mundo's in here.
Right. Exactly.
I wanna play
You're
with
not
the-
my real
I
mom.
want to play with the big kids.
I don't know
Go
why
on.
they are doing this.
Well, really quickly, Alexis P in the chat says Jack had a legit broken jaw during that match.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Is that
oh.
a fresh injury?
Interesting.
During recording,
I mean, fresh at the
probably.
time.
Well, okay, guys. I know how TV works.
They should have.
It was live tonight.
They should have factored that in and like shot like something funny in the back where like, hey Jack, I baked you something, and he takes a bite and he's like, oh, and then he comes out with like his head wrapped.
I was gonna
all
say,
ridiculous.
like, Acme, like Looney
Yeah.
Tunes style, just
wrapped
around
up.
his head the long way.
Oh, that would have been great.
But yeah, it was. I mean, it was good stuff. We saw a lot of really good technical stuff between both Drago and Taya and Phoenix and Taya. A lot of, as Vampiro said, making callbacks to Satoru Sayama, Dynamite Kid, things like that.
It made me think of when she was in here and she was talking about how much like she worked with them like earlier
Yeah.
in their careers and how much they've grown all together.
Right.
And it like really showed like, oh, they have chemistry.
Definitely. And it seemed like more than anything, this match was really driving home that Taya is kind of the second in command, if you could call it
Yeah.
that, of Worldwide Underground. Like, more there and in control of her mental faculties than like the Bill and Ted that is Evans and
Yeah.
Black.
We totally skipped over the Phoenix's kid part.
Oh, the
He
little,
came out.
yes.
Oh, break my heart, why don't ya? Comes out, runs. I was like, stop showboating. Why are you running to the crowd? You're being annoying. And then he lifts up that little baby boy, and he throws him into that little baby boy air, and he just with the head. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. It was
No, you're right.
adorable, and I loved it.
Very cute. Very, very cute.
Very humanizing for somebody wearing a mask.
That's a very good point. Absolutely. Sometimes it is. Well, sometimes it is hard to make those connections with luchadors on that sort of a level, because luchadors have always been presented as these superheroes and these kind of, even as larger than life as wrestling is, even more larger than life. So sometimes to get those moments of emotion and of this kind of human connection is refreshing.
Know who does it really well is Rey Mysterio. I almost don't know that he's wearing a mask.
Right. It's basically become his face at this point.
Well, that's because we've had like over a decade of seeing him.
Right.
You know?
And
like,
we had a pretty good amount of without the mask before that, when he was part of the Filthy Animals. Right.
Oh, man.
I like that
My family?
Jimbo, I like that you delivered that as like the Kevin McAllister, like Filthy Animals.
You filthy animals.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
It all comes
You know what the French call you, Kevin? Les incompétents. I love Aerostar hit.
Woof.
I'm glad you guys are having
Aerostar
fun.
hit this dope, like, spinning crossbody.
Oh my god.
That was like
goodness.
so cool.
What was that?
A fellow
was that?
checker, eh?
I mean, I could play it again.
So many. I love that he's kind of very similar to like Grand Metalik, where he uses the ropes to such a degree. He hits that kind of spinning crossbody. We see him hit like a double jump knees, almost like a Meteora in the corner.
But it looked like he almost fell out of the ring when he did that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he didn't know how he was going to land.
He can't even control himself. Yeah.
He was just
And
like,
Jack,
oh, shit.
the whole story of this match, and if it was built around an injury, then that's even better. But like the fact that Jack is so pouty and so just wants nothing to do with anyone, unless it's like putting his fingers in someone's butt, like he leaves his partner.
I did hear he's super into that.
I mean, it shows. He put Drago in, and Mark, I know you caught this, but almost like a variation of the turkey in the straw.
I did see that.
You know? And giant cartwheel handspring. I'll explain the turkey in the straw. Turkey in the straw is, okay, so you know that spot
they're facing and
that
they tuck the
guys,
head in the
they
turnbuckle?
tuck the head into that top turnbuckle on the CWC bracket breakdown, which you can see on AfterBuzz TV. We christened that the turkey in the straw. Don't know why. Thank you very much. But that is a thing now. So
I
think
just
that
keep
was
thinking
Bill.
of Foghorn Leghorn.
it had to have been Bill. I can't remember why though. I like it kind of better without context though. But so he puts Drago in this weird version of it. Giant cartwheel handspring, fingers in the butt.
Fingers in the butt.
K.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, they did some impressive stuff. It's just the whole thing was like
A lot of times, yeah, with
it was silly.
With trios matches, it's easy to get kind of lost in the shuffle, and things can get sort of muddled.
Yeah.
Like a lot of cool things are happening, but
the end was super dope. The end was really great.
with just everyone ganging up
Yeah,
on PJ Black.
the end was really, really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
I
I was
really
gonna say
enjoyed
that double
that.
jump Rana thing,
Oh
where
my
they
God.
both jumped
Yeah,
from the
that was
sides of the
so
ring and he hit the Rana. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man,
Yeah, pretty
that
incredible.
was gnarly.
But yeah, so eventually Jack Evans kind of sitting out and being the weak link of the team is what sort of leads to their downfall.
Sort of.
Yeah, kind of, because he leaves.
I was stoked Aerostar got the win.
Sorry, my mom is calling me. My mom's calling me. She wants to know about Lucha.
Oh, good,
No, actually, my mom just went to a Barbra Streisand concert. She wants to tell me about it.
amazing.
Do you mind if I take the... No. Okay. Wrestling.
So
At one point, Vamp's Matt Stryker said something about somebody, and Vamp was like, "Oh, is he a doctor?"
PJ Black. They said that about PJ Black.
I was like, "That was so great." 'Cause
Dr. Black.
yeah,
For some reason.
he was just like, "Oh, is he a doctor?"
But yeah,
His
Aerostar.
name's Dr. Black.
God damn it. Rule of threes. Aerostar gets the pin. What was it? Was it that assistant codebreaker?
Yeah, he like jumped over the ropes and yeah, it's kind of like a code breaker or like a lung. What do they call that? A lung blower.
Lung blower, right,
Yeah.
right. Sure.
The difference between like knees on your face and knees on your chest.
Right, exactly.
But I got the win, and like he normally doesn't really pick up pinfall wins.
Exactly. We get a
was
lot of
cool.
highlights and we get a lot of cool moments from him and not a lot of actual concrete victories.
I didn't see enough Drago for my taste.
That's true. That is true. It does. He's usually kind of, I guess, the secondary focal point to Phoenix, but we didn't see a whole lot of him.
Come on, guys.
Give us more Drago.
You like it. His mask is the only one that legitimately scares me.
It's terrifying.
It's really bad.
It's
I mean,
like
it's good.
it's like a gargoyle
Which
come to
one?
life.
And like his
Like
his...
the Donnie Darko one that he wears, or like
No, not that one. They
like
just
the actual one he wrestles.
the one that he
Yeah.
wresles in. Yeah.
The fact
you-
that
Because
his
it's like-
lips move with it.
It's like that Uncanny Valley where it's a little bit too human, but not human enough.
I get it now. I hate personification.
It's the Uncanny Valley.
I
Yeah.
hate personification.
Absolutely. Oh. You can either be a man or you can be a dragon, but
You can't be both.
You can't have it both ways, guy. So, so during the credits, love our mid-credit scenes, like Marvel style.
Yeah.
We get Rey Mysterio in Dario's office. A whole lot of Dario's office this episode.
Thank God.
Yeah. We find out that Dragon Azteca Jr. is originally booked in a match against Pentagon, right?
Pentagon Dark.
But
It's only in pencil.
It's in pencil,
It's
so
in
he
pencil.
could erase it.
That's always
Oh man.
nothing's
So he said that
right.
3 times
Right.
just
Roll
Just
three.
in
for
case
the
you're
payoff
wondering.
Sure.
of him erasing it
Oh,
and changing it. You could
With a
cross it
pen.
out.
the musical cue of him pulling the pen out.
Oh,
I lost my mind.
That was great.
It was
Magnifique.
right.
beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
Cinema.
But yeah, we get a lot of back and forth about Rey Mysterio Jr., Dragon Azteca Jr. We find out then it's going to be Dragon Azteca Jr. taking on Chavo Guerrero.
Winner gets Pentagon.
Winner gets Pentagon Dark because they both had their arms broken, and Rey Mysterio Jr. will be the guest referee.
Has he ever worn stripes?
I
He
think
is
so.
going to look so cute.
I hope he has a ref. I hope he has like the ref mask,
Oh,
like Sparky Ballard would wear.
yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Oh man.
I think
That'd
so.
be
He
great.
seemed very fine with it. I think he's going to be a fair ref.
right down
Right
the
down the
middle.
middle.
Yeah.
Right down the middle. Right down the middle, Daddy. Like Bill Alfonso. Well, guys,
I don't
Nick
know that
Patrick
reference.
here.
that was season 3, episode 3. That's an ECW reference.
Oh, great.
Love Fonzie, Bill Alfonso. But that's our show. That's our show. That's episode 3. That's episode 3 of the After Show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, if you're on iTunes, download, comment, review, subscribe, rate. 5 stars if you're nasty. If you're on YouTube, leave us a thumbs up, leave us a comment. Find us on Twitter. I am at Ty Matthews PMA. You can find these lovely people on social media. Guys, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at oh man, I was about to do it.
Go
Find me
on.
on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth. Buy my Young Bucks 2 Sweet Journey documentary at highspots.com. Check out the X-Pac 12360 podcast and hear about DDP. We had DDP on this week. He talked all about variations of the diamond cutter and some other really
Ooh,
cool
like
stuff.
the Diamond Death Cutter.
Will you
Yes.
tell him that I did his yoga?
I will.
His yoga's dope.
It's pretty good.
It's very good,
That's pretty
guys.
good.
That's a free plug.
Yeah.
Rachel Evans, where can they find you?
A plug. Free plug. A plug.
No, I got it.
Thank you.
It's a portmanteau.
Yep. Yep. I am Rachel. Cool. And you can find me. YouTube.com/snarled is my YouTube channel. I have a few shows, a few more coming out. If you are into murder stuff, I'm doing some more murder stuff. I know.
Spooky stuff.
I love some spooky dooky. I love some lady killers.
Murder she talked about.
Exactly, correctamundo. And you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel Sam Evans, and definitely not Rachel Same Vans.
But maybe Rachel.
But maybe Rachel Same Vans. I really don't want to disparage the way that your brain works. We're all different, and we're all beautiful.
We're all beautiful snowflakes, guys. That's what we're trying to say here on AfterBuzz TV. Guys, we'll be right back here, same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, a little bit later than usual next week, 11 p.m. PST. Check us out then. We'll be talking episode 4. But until then, viva la lucha!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.